Hi everybody and welcome back to UtahSEO.Ninja. My name is Triston and today I'm really excited to share this with you. This is a project that I've been working on for the last 7 or 8 months, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And it's a course, it's a training program built specifically for people who want to use Bluetooth beacons and proximity marketing for restaurants and other smaller brick and mortar businesses. Now this is the first module that we put together and it took a lot longer than it probably should. But basically what it goes over is how to use Bluetooth beacons in that kind of situation and in that setting. So let me go ahead and click on this real quick so you guys can see all the information that we've kind of put together for you. This is the first of 3 modules that we're working on. So like I said, the first one's kind of for the brick and mortar. The next one that we're going to be releasing is for multilingual tourism. And then finally we're going to be doing one on smart cities and similar projects, which is really cool. We're really excited about that as well. But just to give you guys a quick overview of what we actually have in here, we do have a free section that's kind of just like a basic overview of what is proximity marketing, what are beacons, different kinds of beacons, beacon platform, beacon resources, and what is proximity marketing in general. And then the course that we put together, the idea behind it is basically to help you to find a restaurant that could benefit from this kind of service. And then we'll show you how to pick a beacon that works best for that particular location, how to program it, how to set everything up. And then we start showing you how to actually monetize that traffic and how to capture it in order to make it a value for yourself and then also for your client. So that goes into creating landing pages, creating email capture, automating emails, building websites, setting up your tracking with Facebook pixels, and actually selling the service to your customer, to your restaurant, so that way they can understand the value that you're providing. We also give you guys some information as far as like how much we actually charge for these things. And we basically show you step by step the entire process that we go through when we're selling these services to a customer. Now this is the beta version, so we finally come out of alpha testing, now we're in beta testing, and so because of that we are offering a discount on the price. We are charging $247 for this. It's about almost 2.5 hours of video, and again it covers all these different subjects right here. Now eventually we are going to charge a little bit more for the course, but for the time being that's the price that we're kind of set with. And the interesting thing about this is that all the people that we've worked with so far, everybody who we've helped during the one-on-one trainings that we've been doing over, like I said, the last 6 or 7 months, they've actually all made their money back with the first monthly payment from their very first client. And honestly, if you were to sit down, go through this entire program in the morning, you could seriously pay for the entire course and actually double this $250, $247 the very first day. Like that's what we do. We're charging about $500 per month for just a very basic setup, and that's mostly just going to be setting up the landing page, setting up the email capture, and then setting up some sort of an automation for the restaurant. So that could be like sending out your weekly specials and things like that. So the results that we've been having from this have been really cool. One gentleman that we were helping out, he actually went and he closed 7 restaurants the very next day after getting all this set up. So it can most certainly be done, and we have quite a few case studies like that of people who have been very successful with this information thus far. And so that's what we wanted to show you guys. There's a link to this video. You'll probably be seeing it on screen or in the description of the video. The other thing that we're putting together for this is we actually set up a Discord server. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Discord, it's basically a group chat tool that's really neat, and it gives us a place where we can talk, where you can ask questions. And I have different instructors who are also creating content for this course where they can share information with you. We can answer your questions directly, just because we want you to be successful in this. The more successful that you are, the more we're able to spread the gospel of Bluetooth beacons, the more successful everybody else is going to be. It's one of those rising tides lifts all boats kinds of situations. And so we really want more people to be actively involved in promoting these kinds of services, but we also want to make sure that the people who are promoting these things actually know what they're talking about and are able to do a good job. And so that's the reason that we are working together to do this. And so like I said, we do have other bits of this course that are being put together. This is just the first part that we've completed so far. And so again, we wanted to get you guys in at lower price so you can take advantage of it, especially since I have received quite a few emails and messages from you guys asking about training and things like that that you guys can take part in. So here you go. We did it. We fixed it. And like I was saying, this is the beta version of this, and so if there are things that we need to clarify, if there are things that we need to explain in greater detail, or if there are other things that are missing from the course, like I said, we have the Discord chat, we have direct communication with you, so we can answer your question immediately, and then we can also make sure that we can add that content to the course in the future once we're able to launch at the full price. So again, we do have a couple of other modules that we plan to release. The next one is going to be for multilingual tourism. We're looking specifically at things like zoos and museums. Those kinds of projects usually range between $10,000 and $20,000 each. They are a little bit more complicated because there are a lot more moving parts. There are a lot of things that you're going to probably have to outsource. The websites are more complicated, and pretty much the entire process is a little bit more complicated. But at the same time, you're going to be making significantly more money off of it. And then again, the third module that we're going to be releasing is going to be for smart cities, and that's something that we're actually developing right now for our town. We are building out a smart city network using Bluetooth beacons, NFC, and some geofencing and those kinds of things, which is pretty darn cool. We're excited about it. But I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now, for those of you who are still watching this and who aren't familiar with who I am, I should probably tell you really quick a little bit about me. I'm not any kind of super guru or anything like that. You can probably tell just because I'm a normal guy. But I used to own a translation agency. I worked as a Spanish to English translator. I did that for many, many, many years. And I was always looking for a way that I could kind of improve the way that we work to make a little bit more money from it. And one night, my wife challenged me to make $1 million. Still, I haven't done it, but we're working on it. We're kind of getting close. And that's about the same time that we discovered proximity marketing. So initially we were working with things like augmented reality, we moved to QR codes for a while, and then we discovered Bluetooth beacons. Now, my goal behind the beacons has always been to work with those zoos and those museums that we talked about just a minute ago. That's my goal, that's what I want to do. And we've been successful with that. We actually have a couple of zoos and museums that we're working with right now. Just to give you guys a heads up, waiting for grants to come in takes forever, but there's a lot of opportunity that's out there for these kinds of projects. And in the meantime, as we were working with this, we have friends who own restaurants, and we thought to ourselves, you know, we could probably use these things in restaurants. And so we approached those friends and we started looking at those challenges and problems that they have, and we're able to start using beacons to help fix those. And as we worked with one restaurant, another restaurant wanted us to help out, and then another, and it was clear that there was a very serious need for services like this, for this kind of technology in these specific markets. And so we've kind of taken everything that we've learned from doing this and the skills and the talents that we have as digital marketers. My wife is a website designer, and we put it all into one spot so that way you guys can then take this information. You can go out to your local area or any area that you want to target, and you can start selling these things. And again, we're showing you step by step exactly what it is that we're doing, so that way you guys can go out and make some money, and we can benefit from it as well, because people are going to know about Bluetooth beacons. So I have been rambling on for a little bit now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But if this is something you guys are interested in, then we definitely invite you to come and check this out. There's a link to this in the description. There's probably going to be a link on the screen again. We really do believe that we've created something of value. We have seen this help a lot of people, and that's the reason we're so excited about pushing this thing out. And again, if you do run into any problems, you have direct communication with me, and I'm more than happy to help you and support you guys any way that I can. We're not just uploading a bunch of videos, putting them on a website, and then selling them to you, taking your money and disappearing. We are actively involved with this and actively involved in helping you. So yeah, I think that's everything that I had for you. If you do have any other comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. Feel free to share this video with anybody who you think would benefit from something like this, who would like to get into beacon technology and proximity marketing. Subscribe to the channel. We do newsletters and we talk about beacons all the time. And I'm really attractive and I'm fun to look at and fun to listen to, so that's another big plus. But anyways, that'll do it for me today. Have yourselves an excellent evening, and I will see you guys inside the course and in the next video. Bye.